Hello, Geoff here. My top 10 tips for sleep and ankylosing spondylitis. As you can see, I'm going to use some notes to help me with this video. I've lived with AS, which is what I'm going to call it for short, since November 1973, so I'm coming up to 50 years now. And during a lot of that time I've had a lot of sleep disturbance and getting tangled up into that downward cycle of not being able to sleep through the night, so taking sleep during the day, which then affects my mood, which then affects my ability to sleep at night. So what are the issues and what are the solutions, and how can yoga help? Yoga modified for our AS. The first thing to understand is that it's the pain that's waking us up at night. We often think it's the mattress we're lying on, which can have an influence, but it's actually lying on joints and muscles and ligaments and tendons where there's inflammation. That causes us pain, so we wake up in the second part of the night. And that's such a strong indication that in the guidance for the National Health Service here in England, waking during the second half of the night because of symptoms is grounds for a referral to a rheumatologist. Second issue, getting back to sleep once you've woken up in the night. My wife says that there were many nights when she would wake up in the morning and I wasn't there. I'd woken up, couldn't get back to sleep, the pain was too much. I'd go and sleep on the settee downstairs. That would have all sorts of knock-on effects as well. So I'm learning the hard way. Third point, pain and fatigue led me to daytime sleeps. Now, what I've learned is that if you sleep between 1 and 3 p.m. with the help of some non-physical yoga practices, that doesn't disturb your nighttime sleep. But I was sleeping in the evenings, any time of day when I could get a nap. So those are the three main issues. So what about some solutions? Firstly, regular safe practice of yoga modified for your AS can reduce the inflammation. The stretching can reduce the inflammation. The breathing and the relaxation can also help in those respects. But it has to be yoga modified for your individual AS. And the evidence about that is scanty in terms of the research, but at least the NHS guidelines that say that we should be stretching, strengthening and postural exercises, deep breathing, spinal extension, range of motion exercises for the lumbar, thoracic and cervical sections of the spine. That's all of the spine basically, plus some aerobic exercise. And that's one of the main reasons we started Yoga for AS in the first place, because we couldn't wait for the research to come up with the forms of exercise that we should practice, how often, how deeply we should engage in that. Second tip, wind down before bed. And you can do some yoga breathing for that. Well, a lot of you may be thinking, breathing? How does that help? Well, what we say in yoga is that breathing is the life force. Without breathing, which is very easy, no effort, without that breathing, we wouldn't have feeling, awareness, taste, smell, touch. We wouldn't have any of those things. So it's a very powerful force, and it can help us to get off to sleep. Third point, when you wake up in the night, if you can't get back to sleep within 15 minutes, try listening to a relaxing Yoga Nidra recording. Now that is non-sleep, deep relaxation, but it will help you to get back off to sleep. And if you have it on your phone or on a device of some kind, try not to look at the screen. With some earphones and that will help you to get back to sleep. Fourthly, how to position your body for comfort and getting back to sleep. There are a load of free resources on our website, yogaforas.com, that you can go to, and one of them is about positioning your body for sleep. Daytime naps do help. This is something that I've really learned the hard way, because the disturbance to my circadian rhythm, the daily cycle, and also the disturbance to pressure to sleep was such that I was sleeping at different times of the day, and it's taken a long time for me to learn that if you have a nap between 1 and 3 p.m, that doesn't disturb your nighttime sleep. And if your hours of sleep are reduced at night from the 7 or 8 hours that we all need regardless of age, you can catch up during the day. And what I find is that if I sleep between 1 and 3 o'clock, when I wake up, I'm restored. My memory's better, my concentration is better, and crucially, very often, my pain levels are reduced. So the advice very often is don't do daytime naps, but we say do daytime naps, make it between 1 and 3 p.m. You have to build the habit, and yoga nidra and yoga breathing can help you greatly to get into that habit, to get off to sleep and have a short nap. Try not to sleep beyond about 3 o'clock, or it will disturb your sleep at night. Improving your posture throughout the day can help you to sleep better. And we have some free resources, as I've said earlier, and there's a free video on yogaforas.com that you can have a watch of to improve your posture. Some simple, easy yoga practices to help with your posture. Then educating yourself about sleep with AS is really important. Education, treatment, and stretching with yoga, those are the three things that we have to put together. And there's a really helpful video that the British National Axial Spondyloarthritis Society has produced in conjunction with the A-Stretch, the organisation of AS specialist physiotherapists. It's an educational video about sleep and what you can do about it. In summary, what that video is saying is that poor sleep is mainly caused by back pain, by the total, by how much back pain you've got. Poor sleep, less sleep, frequent wakening in the early hours, and increased movement at night are symptoms. This can worsen with age. We all need 7 to 8 hours of good sleep regardless of age. And that's why I say we can catch up with some daytime napping if we do that at the right time of day. More women with AS report poor sleep. Poor sleep may also be caused by obstructive sleep apnea, restless legs syndrome, or cramps. And I've certainly known people with AS who've come to Yoga for AS who've reported exactly those symptoms. Number 8, you can use a yoga nidra recording from our website, yogaforas.com, to help you take a power nap in the daytime to make up for lost sleep at night. And you can get a 14 days free trial to try those out. We also think a lot about fatigue in Yoga for AS and how yoga can help with that. And again, there is a free video on Yoga for AS, Yoga for Fatigue, produced by Jamie, which we hope you will find very helpful for dealing with the fatigue. And lastly, watch this video and then go to the blog, have a look at the blog, have a look at the links, follow up the links, and learn about how you can improve your sleep with ankylosing spondylitis. You can follow up from this class with a free live online class with other people with AS, plus watch all the recordings of the classes on catch up, plus a 14-day free trial to our Yoga for AS virtual library of over 20 pre-recorded courses, which is more than 200 hours of yoga modified for AS. You'll be taken directly to the live classes and the virtual library by following the links in the description below this video. Or you can go straight to our website yogaforas.com and follow the links from there.